Message to the Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters.
Shalom to all of my brothers and sisters called by the Qodesh Shem of the Most High Hayah, Bahashem Yeshah, Ruach HaKodesh, and also to those who are in deep sleep that hasn't awakened yet. It is important that we stay watchful as we prepare for the kingdom of our Elohim. We have to set our minds aright for what's to come in order to overcome the adversaries before us. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 2, verses 1 through 8. My son, if thou come to serve the Most High, prepare thy nefesh for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Most High, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Most High, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. There will be tough times in the near future when you may doubt yourselves, or when you may believe you can't make it through. But we have to remain strong and faithful in the truth, to remember every day that we wake up, we are closer to our salvation than when we first believed. Our reward for trusting and continuing faith in the Most High unto the end is far greater than any can imagine. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Elohim must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. This is a war we are fighting, family, and wars are not won overnight. Ephesians chapter 6, verses 13 through 18. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Elohim, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand, stand therefore having your loins girt about with emet, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of shalom. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Ruach, which is the word of Elohim, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Ruach, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all Bahar. It is important that we recognize the leaven within ourselves to face our faults in order for our vessels to be used in this war. We all have that Rasha Soresh of Adam in our minds, battling against truth and righteousness to turn us away from the path of the Most High. Remember, the thief cometh not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. Casting down imaginations and fleeing from youthful lust is key, for the war is in the mind. If that means doing away with family and friends, so be it. Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray, that ye enter not into temptation. The Ruach is willing, but the flesh is weak. The adversary is looking for ways to get us to compromise little by little into everlasting shame. Romans chapter 8, verses 12 through 15. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if you live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Ruach do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. For as many as are led by the Ruach of Elohim, they are the sons of Elohim. For ye have not received the Ruach of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the Ruach of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. In order to receive the Ruach of the Most High, to walk in righteousness, there must be a foundation to lay the path. I've heard different interviews with the so-called conscious community and black activists discussing alternatives to uplift the so-called black community. The question is, where is the foundation of truth? Without the foundation of truth, there can be no solution. And without the foundation, you will continue to compromise and walk in the flesh into everlasting shame. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 26. And they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith the Most High. Brothers and sisters, there is only one foundation in one way. Psalm 118, verse 22. The stone which the builders refuse is become the headstone of the corner. Matthew chapter 21, verse 42. Yeshua saith unto them, Did ye never read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected, the same is become the head of the corner? This is the Most High's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Acts chapter 4, verses 10 through 12. Be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Israel, that by the Shem of Yeshua of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom Elohim raised from the dead, even by him doeth this man stand here before you whole. This is the stone which was set at naught of ye builders, which is become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other Shem under Shamayim given among men, whereby we must be saved. Once we are able to build our foundation on Yeshua ben Elohim, we must then look to follow his path laid before us. John chapter 10, verses 3 through 5. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep shema his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by Shem, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. But just as the foundation of a house, it takes maintenance work for that house to endure the storm. Every storm that passes weighs damage on the foundation of the house, just as every day is a different day of challenges or temptations to overcome. So we have to continue to strengthen our foundation by the word of the Most High. Trusting in the Most High for deliverance by continuing faith in his promise to those that love him is the endurance or overcoming. Revelation chapter 3, verses 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon Haaretz. Psalm chapter 31, verse 24. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in the Most High. Psalm 34, verse 22. The Most High redeemeth ha-nafesh of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. It is important that we be not comfortable in these times of temptation. We must always desire the word and kingdom of the Most High. The war is far from over. Right now, in the present moment, is what counts, not yesterday. Remembering that first light, when we receive the truth and believe, we all receive the truth as the greatest and most righteous gift ever given unto man or woman. Keep in mind, only a remnant shall be saved. Revelation chapter 3, verses 11 through 12. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my Elohim, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him Hashem of my Elohim, and Hashem of the city of my Elohim, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of Shamayim from my Elohim. And I will write upon him a new name. Matthew chapter 25, verses 4 through 5. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, while the bridegroom tarried. They all slumbered and slept. Brothers and sisters, I hope this message finds you in good tidings. I'll leave you with this last verse. Psalm 111, verse 10. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. Flee Babylon. Shalom, family.